speaking, and welcome to this video, part 5 of my Void Dragon conversion. So yeah, basically I'm converting this Catan, what was a Catan, into the Void Dragon based on this picture here. And currently working on the cloak, which is pretty much the last thing to do apart from all the tidying up. So currently the Nightbringer cloak sort of dangles down, but as in the picture I want it sort of dangling sideways, like this way. So I've been gradually filling in this. In the previous videos you would have seen that, and now it's time to work on the cloak. So I've been putting a lot of thought into this before I actually do anything. I'm ready to do it now. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to saw this section off here, because when the cloak comes over here I want it to come down here, and I'm finding this is just, it's too long basically, so I'm going to saw this section off and tidy it up, ready for the cloak to come down. On the back I need to shape in the leg so that it doesn't look like it's just got one leg. You know, I need it to look like the cloak at the back, he's got his leg. And to get the effect that I need of the cloak, because if I'm just going to have that green stuff cloak going on here, it's going to be quite flat. So what I was thinking of doing was shaping this with some green stuff, some almost like ridges going across here. So when I lay the cloak down and green stuff, it's going to be bumpy, and hopefully it might give that effect that it's sort of dangling down this way rather than straight down. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. I've also got this section here to clean up. I'm going to have to cut that off, file it all down, and then shape it all in with the green stuff, because the cloak here is going to be coming outwards, so I need this all to match him. Okay, so I'm going to do some work and then I'll come back. Okay, I thought I'd just show you this. So I've got my little hacksaw there, I'm gradually sawing through that little section. I've got my little tabletop pin vise here, making sure I've pinned him on a section which isn't going to get damaged. And yeah, that's how I've done it basically. So I'll be back when I've got some more done. Right, so just done some more work on this, and in the end I actually went in and green stuffed some longer toes. Thanks for all your comments on that. Very inspirational. I mean, even just one comment that says, hey, I think you should try out some longer toes, it might look better. That was good enough for me to go in and actually have a go. And to be fair, I'm very happy that I did. I think it matches the image a little bit more, and I think it's just suits the model a little bit more. So yeah, thanks for all your comments. I've also been in this section of the cloak on both sides. Obviously that's been cut off now. This is all wet, so I've got to be quite careful. Cut this off and just moulded this through. Got a little bit more work to do still. I've shaped in the leg, just in the back of the cloak here, so hopefully when the cloak goes over it's going to look more like his leg is just inside there. And I put those ridges in that I've talked about, so that when the cloak goes over, hopefully it will just give that sort of a wavy effect rather than being flat. So yeah, I'm going to let this fully dry now, go in, do a little bit more work, and then be time to do the main section, the cloak. Right, that's the final piece of green stuff done. So I basically went all the way inside this inside section, green stuffed all that through. I just tied up the edge, put a little piece here just to try and get rid of the ridges a little bit more. Added a little bit of green stuff going along here for the final ridge, and just tidied up that edge. So now I'm ready to go. I'm going to keep the original Nightbringer section here, so I've made a template up. This is basically what I've got to make out of green stuff now, which is the cloak. I used the original picture, or a section of the original picture here, just to give me an idea of how the cape was going to look. But basically this is going to go around just below that Nightbringer section, and it's going to fold, obviously with those ridges, over here. This is going to fold in, and it's effectively going to be something like that, hopefully, when it's finished. Now, to get away from it looking too much like a skirt, I've gone in and I've got the original section on the Nightbringer. Now this here was like the robes that was attached to his arm, so I've cut the arm off and the hand. I've filed it all down, put a bit of green stuff in. I had to go in and twist it into the right position, but the plan is to have this going around its waist like that. I think that just gives a little bit extra sort of flappy section to the top, maybe just stops it looking like a skirt basically. So I think that's going to work well once I've done that. So yeah, now the hardest part I think, and that's going to be green stuffing this cloak. So let's have a go, see how I get on. Right, there you go. So that is on. Now it was tough, but it wasn't tougher than I thought it was going to be. So that's good. I mean, I've never actually done a cape or anything like this before, so it's the first time. I mean, I've done a fur cape, but totally different to this. But yeah, I'm pretty happy how it's come out. It's not perfect. I've got a bit of an air bubble in here which I had to sort out and stuff. So this is still wet. So when this dries, I'll obviously have to go back over. Still a reasonable amount of work left to do on this mini though. I still have to do at the top of this capey thing. I'm going to do like a fill-in section. I forgot that wavy thing that I showed you earlier to go on there as well. Clean up this cloak. I'll just show you around the back. Those bumps, well, the like ridges that I tried to do. I mean, it came out okay. I think it does help give it that, you know, when it's standing up here, it does help it look like it's waving around more. I mean, without those, it's just going to be laying down flat. Might look a bit silly. So I'm pleased that I did those ridges, and yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Let this dry. I've got my little drying device to make sure that it's hanging in the right position, and let this dry for a good few hours before I do anything else to it. And I'll make a part 6 where I'll be finishing this up and putting it onto its base, ready for painting.